And man, I wrestled some OGs in TNA. Daniels, Joe, Frankie Kazarian. We made a mark in wrestling, not just in
Bobby
TNA,
Roode,
but in professional wrestling.
Storm.
And then with some uncertainty, I left TNA and I went to Japan. And I met some good brothers over there. These guys, Gallows, Anderson, you show me what it's like to have fun in pro wrestling. It's not serious all the time. And if I'm having fun, that means you're having fun. And that's what it's all about.
Well, right.
I've literally done almost everything. Almost.
I appreciate this, bro. I appreciate this, bro.
I can tell you this. The one thing that I haven't done is be a full-time father. And you've heard this before. Missed birthdays. I've missed anniversaries. I've missed games. I missed, you name it, I've missed it all. And that's tough. That's tough.
It burns you up.
And my flex should be, at least most people think my flex should be all the world championships that I've won all over the world. But I'll tell you my biggest flex. Right here in front of God and everybody in Atlanta, my biggest flex is having the best wife in the world. You never slowed me down. You never told me to stop. You kept pushing me forward. You held the family together, even though I watched them grow on FaceTime. You're the one. I love you. Now I know. Hey, by the way, thank you guys for being here. Avery, Albie, Annie, I love you. AJ's at home with the flu. I love you, boy. But here's the thing. I know that things may have not went the way that you wanted to against Gunther at the Royal Rumble. Tell you the truth, it's not the way that I thought that it should have went. But here's the thing, when you think about it, it was kind of poetic. Hear me out. Not many people get to go out.
All right, we got 3.
Where they started.
We need one of them.
My debut was at the Royal Rumble in 2016. And my match, my last one against Gunther, was at the Royal Rumble
you left?
in 2026.
Bastard. This guy was sitting there with me.
Now I know there's some
He did nothing yesterday at the end.
In the ring. Well, here's the thing. I am a man of my word. And at the end of the day, all we have is our word.
Come on, we got to move some things this time. You know, let's line the defense at wave number 9. All right, y'all ready? I'm going to give y'all the 25 second mark. All right, let's go.
Because I wanted to take them with me to the house and come here to Atlanta and be in this ring and leave my gloves.
What? No, stop doing that to me. I lost enough hair already. How the fuck did that happen?
At the bottom of my heart, I would have been nothing without you.
No, stop.
Thank you for your love. And I love you right back. Thank you.
So what? You just gonna leave your stuff here and leave? But me and you, we got unfinished business. AJ, did you ever hear the phrase, if you see me coming, you're already gone? I changed that phrase a little bit. Because if you see me coming, that means you're going. AJ, it is my esteemed honor to inform you that you are the newest inductee.
You're insane. You're the superstar. I'm fucking sucker. Give up. Take over, everybody.
In the 2026 class of the WWE.
What's going on, T?
Hoy diosamente latino hasta la muerte y después. Worldwide Latino pride, the ambassadors of violence.
Damn.
K-Dot, the notorious 187 Welcome to K100.
I'm in there.
What's going on in disco? Billions and millions of downloads and pound after pound of Iranian tobacco later. We're not chopping it up on Believe. This week on the show, we're going to start off with Disco going over the TKO record-breaking profits they had last year, and everyone's thoughts on the State of the Union speech and the recent incident between Cuba and the U.S. In the listener mailbag, topics covered include the Dave Meltzer, Warner Brothers Discovery, Brody King, and Ice Story fallout, as well as misinformation, the Wrestling Observer Awards, Booker T fires back, and best and worst commentators. All this plus a SmackDown review, and so much more. And now, without further delay, let's hand it off to the master of the verbal gems, Conan.
Wow. Unbelievable. What's up? Brandon Thurston just posted. Yeah. WWE generated $1.7 billion in revenue for 2025. More than the UFC's $1.5 billion.
Wow.
And WWE was slightly more profitable, according to TKO.
Good job,
GAAP adjusted EBITDA and whatever metric.
A bit, yeah. Okay, so.
Wow. Even they had a shitty year and it's still killing it. Well, it's with ticket prices.
Yeah, they got it down. It's looking I was looking at their stock price recently because it was down just a... Is it TKO? No. TKO's over $202 a share. When I was buying stocks, when I was buying TKO, it was like $85 a share back then.
What is it now?
202.
You still own it?
No, dude, I sold it at like 120 because I needed money.
Really?
Yeah.
How are your stocks doing right now? My mom is killing it.
I'm not really doing anything. Of course,
My mom became a millionaire in stocks just the other day.
Wow. Yeah. I was looking at Netflix though. It was oddly down. One of the shows. Yeah, $82 a share.
What is
Netflix.
what did you buy it at?
Oh, I haven't yet, but it usually rocks around $100 a share or something like that. So this is low for it. Let me see if it dumps. If it drops below 80, I'll probably buy some fucking TKO. I always had a system with WWE because they would go down through the year, and then as soon as WrestleMania season ramped up, you could count them to go back over 100. At that point, going over $100 for a WWE share was crazy. So like every year, I'd buy it at like 66 and sell it, 95, 98, whatever. Good little system. Can't do it anymore. You see this yet? Disco and Conan, if you can find interesting. Cuba's Coast Guard killed 4 people on a speedboat in Florida off the Cuban coast on Wednesday. The Interior Ministry in Havana said. Okay. The ship was 1 nautical mile northeast of the El Pino Canal. The ministry said in a statement when 5 members of the border guard troops approached the boat for identification, those aboard the speedboat allegedly began shooting. The commander of the Cuban boat was uninjured, the ministry said, but as a result of the conversation, 4 people aboard the speedboat were killed and 6 were injured, the ministry said. The injured parties were evacuated and received medical assistance. It's not clear who was in the Florida registered speedboat, whether they were going to make a reason much with Cuban waters or fire.
That's the story.
Yeah.
Find out who these people are. It's really not a story unless you find out who they are. Just in the extraordinary... The Cubans, maybe it's the Cubans went after we killed all the guards that were guarding Maduro. Those are Cubans. Those Cuban security forces that were guarding. Because literally, this is how shitty Maduro was as a leader. He couldn't trust his own people to guard it.
No, he was unelected.
Okay, so he had to get Cubans Cuban special forces to guard it.
I didn't know that. Yeah.
It's unbelievable. Literally, that's all you need to know about the guy. Like, it's his own people. He couldn't trust his own. That's how terrible the victim is saying. Yeah? Yeah. He can't get his own people to protect him like crazy, right?
Yeah. I wanted him out of it.
Yeah?
Real quick, any thoughts on yesterday's State of the Address?
I don't watch it.
No, I mean, just the obvious. I mean, there was a lot of combative language and pointing. Oh, if you support American citizens over illegal immigrants, standing flat. Even one of those Democrats stood up, so you could point at them and go, "What's doing?" But nothing outlandish, nothing memorable. It was, like very, very pro economy and all that. He was just being a big cheerleader for what he's done so far, which is expected.
Yeah, it was a very long speech, 2 hours, so.
Yeah, man.
He likes talking.
I just look at the reaction on social media,
Yeah.
Of course, all the Democrats hated it, all the Republicans. Yeah, it's a promo. It's a 2-hour promo.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was screaming, what's a girl's name from Minneapolis?
From where?
Yeah.
From Minneapolis,
the transgender?
Muslim.
Oh, the Muslim.
Yeah. She was screaming at him, and then he tried to embarrass, remember that one guy, I forgot his name.
Oh, Al Green.
I got the boot.
You get kicked out again.
Yeah.
Like these guys these people are gimmicks. Like it's like a wrestling.
Right.
It's like they book like wrestling spots, right?
Right. They work.
Was everybody celebrating the United States Olympic Hockey Games?
Yeah, they brought out the whole team.
And everybody stood and clapped?
Not the them.
They had
They
did.
did.
Sure they did, yeah.
What do you mean up to them?
That would be a death knell. Like, they would know politically, if you're sitting for that, that's like that's a bad move.
Yeah,
Right.
You know what I'm saying? That's like, it's like, everything was politics there, everything was optics, and there's no way they would sit and give that to the Republicans. Like, look at these people, they're getting like...
Why would you say that, Joe?
I just expected it.
No, I didn't think it'd be that.
Oh, no, it says it right here. During the state union, many Democrat lawmakers did not oppose
Democrats.
the president. Yeah.
Oh, I'm saying, I thought even the Democrats were scared.
No. It says some stood,
Some might have.
okay, many refused to clap. Yeah, it was like I guess it was a mix.
Yeah, that's dumb. But if you stood for that out of politics, you're being stupid. You know, that's a bad move. Like, you could, people running against you can just point to that. Like, why would you vote for this guy? He can't even celebrate.
Right.
People know. You know, you know, so that's a bad move.
The other thing was that, remember what's the hockey game? You said something
But Gucci Gross. No, Gucci Gross?
No. It ends like Utrecht or something like that. The goalie.
Oh, Kachuk. Oh, Hellebuck.
Hellebuck, yeah. And so he gave him the highest civilian award you can get, like the presidential.
Right.
Yeah. He gave him that, and then and he was, and then they started chanting USA. He was kind of egging them on, and you know, and he even said, put over.
Damn, you almost got in my way, dude.
David did that
Shit, nigga.
with the back part of his stick. Remember at the last second?
Yeah.
And he brought that up. He says that's one of the greatest saves I've ever seen, and he put him over. And there were a lot of people complaining that they didn't bring the women's hockey team.
They refused. They said it's different conference.
And they
weren't invited, yeah.
Oh yeah, that's right. He said that they would be coming to the White House, you know.
Right.
I thought they said they didn't.
No. Nobody said they're not going to. The reason they couldn't go was because of the scheduling conflicts for like a lot of the girls, right? And then like the one girl said that he thought the joke about them was a bad taste. Yeah, it's a fucking joke.
What did he say?
If I don't get this is funny.
What's going on, Lethal? It's nice to meet you. Welcome to this channel.
Right? And the whole point of it was because, you know the people that were being like triggered by that, right? So him saying that Joe triggered the same people that were getting triggered by the fact that they were
That's not insulting to the women, is it?
It's just a joke, dude.
Anything they say, they don't find funny.
Right.
Well, here's the hockey team coming out. Let's see. Maybe it's exaggerated. Let's see who's still to be good. Right. I got it up on the screen.
I saw it.
Okay. I'm a little bit. Yeah, look at that. Some of them. Some are standing. Yeah. It's all work, like he said. They're all shooting at me.
Nobody does selling better than Shopify. Shopify is the home of the #1 checkout on the planet. And the not-so-secret secret, with Shop Pay that boosts conversions up to 50%, meaning way less sites go abandoned and way more sales going through. So if you're into growing your business, your commerce platform better be ready to sell wherever your customers are storing their stores. On the web, in your store, in their feed, and everywhere in between. Businesses that sell more, sell on.
And 75% adult visual novels. So you can party with colleagues, date ex-merc. It's going to contain
What he did, right?
Right.
He helped get a lot of guys over, like Trick Williams and people like that.
Did you know Trick Williams is dating Lash Legend, by the way?
Yeah, I saw them together, yeah.
Yes, it was on the internet. Okay, keep going.
And then...
Damn, dude, you getting in my way. I didn't want to drop it right there. Nigga, you need to move.
What's his name? Carmelo.
Right?
He was dating the day I saw them. He was with... Trick was with Lash and Carmelo. I don't think you've seen her, but her name is something like Lalani something. Like she was a genius.
And you're outing him dating her right now.
Or if he's with her in public, I'm not outing him.
Okay. Alright. Maybe I don't want to. Maybe it was public, but you were near.
And why were they holding hands in public?
Because you were near him. You saw that they
I wasn't near. This was like, it was obvious.
You were peeking around the corner with a cell phone photo?
No.
Alright, so Joe, do you have the comments?
Yeah. This says on the latest. This is from Sports Illustrated, actually. On the latest episode of his Hall of Fame podcast, Booker T addressed the award, which is worst announcer of the year, and said he doesn't take it personally, directly placing the blame on Dave Meltzer rather than the leaders who voted for it. Booker said, "Me personally, I don't take a knock. It's just Dave Meltzer taking a shot at me, probably because of what happened in the Jericho feud. A lot of people don't know that story. I cornered Dave and I told him I was ripping gears right up his body. That's what I said, and Dave Meltzer was quite frightened. I'm sure if Dave Meltzer was to see me anywhere in public, he's going to walk totally around my surroundings, because he's a guy that I wouldn't even say I hate him, because hate is a really, really dark, evil, nasty word. And I don't really want to go there as far as saying I hate a person or anything like that. But Dave Meltzer is literally a scoundrel of an individual. He really is. He's the guy that's really sucking the life out of this business."
That sounds like one of the Henry Hubbard stuff going into on the scoundrel with the dirty Bob the scoundrel. That's an actual movie, right? That little dirty Bob the scoundrel.
Yeah, Steve Martin and Michael King.
So this information got back to Meltzer, I guess, and Meltzer had commented about this on the podcast. So you got some split.
Yes, indeed.
If something happened, control it. She's tense. She's really, she storms right after. And now I'm thinking, okay, this is not a good situation, because if something happens there, you know, the first thing that's going to happen is I got to jump in between him, and he's going to jump off, and he's going to take a swing at me. But at that point, I actually.
Okay, now I see what you mean, Conan. Because Conan emailed me Disco, like, what is this? The story started in the middle. And I think he's going to cover it, but just so you know now, I think Dave had a female with him, whether it was a cousin.
It was a 63-year-old cousin.
It was cousin. Okay, so he's like the cousin is going to go after Charmel, right?
I continue the clip. I've not heard any of this yet.
Okay, so that's what it is, though. He's talking
I just
about
read
Dave.
that Meltzer said what. I read the heading and what he's talking about, and I've not heard the clip.
Right, so that's what he's saying. There might be a female fight. Okay.
Was concerned, so I just dragged my cousin away, and we just left, you know, and that was the whole thing. So I mean, the only situation that was tense was Sherry and Charmel, and you know, I didn't want to see fight, especially because she's, you know, she has a pretty good kickboxing background, and that's the last thing I wanted to see. She was also 63 years old and just battling cancer. You know, just getting over cancer. I didn't want to see a fight. Charmel was very upset, and I felt rightly so. You know, because it's like, look, she's the only one who's being. I mean, I guess Rick was being an adult, and I mean, I wasn't doing anything one way or the other. But she was the only one trying to calm the situation. Right. I guess Rick was too. But she was.
Well, I mean, Rick telling you, like, you know, you come back later. That is fine.
I don't know, they're talking about Ric Flair thing. They're talking about.
Yeah, Ric Flair was there. But this is about the Booker fight. But Rick was there trying to settle it, I guess.
Was there another clip before this?
Well, we only got 19, I got 37.
Right.
There's about a minute left. Less than a minute.
Just come back later. And so, you know, but I'm going like, you know, she was trying to defuse the situation. But, you know, my cousin was, you know, you just have to understand the relationship that we had. Like, you know, she just felt that she wanted me to rod labor, and this was screwing it up. And then it wasn't even just that. It was just like, you know, she was just, that's what she said, and Charmel took offense, and nothing happened.
I mean, she's probably feeling a little overprotective of you at the same time.
I don't know about that, but just, you know, she has a lot more temper than I do. It wasn't any big deal until that.
It just doesn't even sound like the freaking cooking outfit. It doesn't sound like
He's talking about the cousin who was going after Charmel. And Billy was there too.
He came in for the first time like I was.
Yeah, he went,
I was confused. I was like, what is this even about?
yeah.
like, what is like Rick? When you're in Rick?
Right, Rick.
I was just guessing it was Flair.
Interesting. All right, well, let's get to the Patreon then. Let me see.
I'll see if there's a fuller, if there's something we missed.
Please don't send me halfway interview. I have to guess who's who, what's what. I came away more confused than if I wouldn't have heard it.
Yeah, this is the description of it. Meltzer tells the story of his confrontation with Booker and alludes to the 63-year-old cousin Sherry with cancer.
Come on, move.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Alright, let's get to the Patreon mailbag. How many extensions do we have on this show?
Yeah, 4? Yeah, 4.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I believe so.
Good.
Sean KB, we're comparing Disco and Pimpinella. Alexis got a yellow card for misinformation, and Eddie Gonzalez for a bad joke about bananas. And I can't respect them.
Alright, so let's go to Willie Johnny Gonzalez from Chester, Pennsylvania, and something to discuss with Carlson. Hey guys, I hope this will miss me last week bringing an interesting question about the exercise besides being boring wrestling. I wanted to ask and see what you guys thought on Chester Carlson interview with my cousin. I consider Israel has the physical right to take over all of the Middle East and just up Scotty Prince and every other country in the Middle East. Which now threatens if they catch a U.S. plane flying over the territory and attack Iran, they'll be shot down. Well, this country just demanding the country inspired the Ruth administration because of this interview. I've not seen. I would love to talk about this. I've not watched the because that's a hard to be able. Did you watch it, Conan?
No.
Yeah, I don't want to comment on it. Yeah, I'm gonna. Let's go back to this. I'll watch it. Watch it, speak on him.
Whoa, what is this? I'll send it.
Hopefully this Sunday though.
I'll send it.
We'll send it. Alright, so we get that circle back. I don't like to talk about it. P.S. Do you guys hear that the U.S. and China are intentionally clogging the sewage system with t-shirts and socks because they don't want the fight and die for the United States messengers here? So do you have this one? I find that hard.
You're probably looking for it for the first time.
No, it's just a picture. It's just a picture that says sailors on the USSR border intentionally clogging the sewage system because they don't want to fight and die for Israel.
Yeah, that sounds very different.
Just a picture.
That seems like an assumption of the story. Like they're clogging the toilets because they don't want to fight for Israel. Why would they just not want to go home? Like they think that clogging the toilet is going to stop them from combat?
Oh, shit.
That's the question. That happened in the military. And these guys were on a ship and they were clogging the toilets because they thought that might stop the military operation. Would that be something that would possibly happen?
Well, we're talking about when I was in the military.
Okay.
Now I think there's so many snowflakes and so many arrows and so many people that are against Israel that I could actually see that happen. In my time, there's no way because you would have been court-martialed and you would have been beat up by the other sailors.
That's the way.
If they found out who you were.
Right.
See, the
Clogging was a dick move. I was just going to stick up the place.
yeah, I put the picture up, but it's just a picture of a ship, literally.
This is the picture. Oh, that's it?
Yeah.
I find that story hard. I still find that story hard. Like, why would they think that would stop them from the military operation? Like, they would turn it back, or they would just get in trouble.
Yeah, I think it's just a form of protest, maybe. They don't think it's going to stop them.
They're throwing them in the jail there.
Yeah.
They can't protest the Navy.
No.
It's like, that's why that story sounds absurd. It's like, they're protesting on the ship, but they look like, military don't protest.
The whole new day, the whole new day.
The logistics of this story sounds sensible. Like, you think it might happen, but like, what if somebody was like protesting your military orders? What happens?
What's a different time, Glenn? You know, these people.
The military's different now?
The training's different, the way of punishments.
Yeah, I think so, yes.
Interesting.
Who was the guy on MASH used to win the draft? That was a fun character. I think that's what Conan was like.
Yeah, Jamie Farr.
Next is from Jason Turk from Midland, North Carolina. Hey, what do you think of the clip that went viral of Rhea Ripley getting curb stomped by Julia? Did you see this? Oh. Bro, that's what we're a big conversation. Pull it up, Joe, and then I'll read the rest of the email.
I got it.
You watch this, Conan?
No.
Fucking bullshit, these girls. These Japanese girls coming in with this bullshit.
You see that one?
Yeah, I can see it.
Okay, ready?
Going back to the compromised position of what they were.
Yeah, her face hit really hard, too.
All that leverage, pulling back to the compromised position. At least she was smart enough to turn her face.
Yeah, turn her face, right. She might have taken one for the team there and said okay, but that's just not good. That's unnecessary. You know, oh, by the way, so let me finish reading that. The real title was absolutely devastating. It slowed down, you can see where Rhea sells it, and that's. Still looks like a brutal stuff to take when it's a fan watching from the couch. What do you think of the spot? Thanks. And riding in for a few exits down from the 45 corridor where the disco can come on the gathering convention with big Doug Dillinger this July. So, and guess what? I picked up a bookie in July, on a Friday afternoon in July in Charlotte, North Carolina. And I got the call to fly back to go home and see my mom for a few days, so I got like basically like a vacation out of it. And I'll go do the appearance and come back upstairs. I'll stay with my mom, go to Charlotte. If you do the appearance, come back and then stay with my mom for a couple more days. Right? So that's what I actually, it's my first booking in forever. It gets you some of the luminaries on it. Me, Doug Dillinger, Firebreaker. Yeah, so am I. Firebreaker Chip. It's on the internet. I think I retweeted it.
Damn.
Yeah.
Okay, Bobby headlining again.
Sounds like a headliner, yeah.
Sounds like it, yeah. So all my fans will be out there seeing the Carolina fans. I wonder if because the fact that said negative things about Carolina Connection on the disco list. The exception last week that this would be there to confront. You think somebody be there to confront me from me? Very interesting result on SmackDown on Friday. Okay, Tony, did you see who they put over in the Elimination Chamber?
The Elimination Chamber, yeah.
Did you see who they put over? Kiana James.
Really?
Yes. Wow. I wonder if my kid thing of talking her up has resonated because they're starting to put her more in line with the way I thought she should be put.
You never know.
You never know. But then maybe they see the same thing I do. She was the star.
Damn.
And these Julie girls skipping their top girls and shit.
Yeah.
I wonder if they're looking at this and saying, like, maybe we're pushing the wrong girl.
Motherfucking debt,
We
man.
need to start pushing the right girl. You know?
Conan, do you want to get a resident guest for the Legends Night the Eye is clearly headlining at the gathering?
What do you mean by clearly headline?
You're the biggest name on.
Okay, let's hear it.
Firebreaker Chip, Doug Dillinger, Rusty Riddle, Dan Andrew,
Okay.
and then Brad and Bryant Anderson. I think Bryant. Bryant
Panther was the best jobber from WCW many like in the early 90s, right?
Yeah.
And the funniest thing was Cornette called him Zamfir Panflukes.
Oh,
You remember Zamfir, the guy that did the
Yeah.
He called Dan Panthers Zamfir Panflukes.
So
By the way, real quick.
yeah.
There's another PS on the same email. The convention center sits right on the lake, and the rumor's true that after hours you can set up a little Shake Shack at the paddle boat launch next to Boardwalk Village. I did not see the PS until now, but the PS, you notice it is giving him a week since.
I figured that.
Turkin? Yeah, Turkin, we won for that stupid PS.
Just real quick, since you guys have seen to know, Brian Anderson is Ole's son, and Brad is Gene Anderson's son.
I wonder how many curse words Brian's going to use when I see it. Because only Conan, of all the people that did this, who's cussed the most of the people that you met?
Oh, he's up there.
He's definitely up there, right?
Yeah.
He needs to get this in there. This is his tagline, Joe. Alright, you get in there, you do the... I'm just giving you edit part of stuff. But this was his tagline. The fucking goddamn thing. You always reference the fucking goddamn thing.
Yeah.
Alright, you get in there, you give the guy with the fucking goddamn thing, and you do the fucking goddamn thing with the guy. And like,
Fucking goddamn Marquis Reed's wrestling.
Yeah. How many times did you hear him say that, Cody?
A lot. He's a very big guy.
Yeah.
Boisterous.
And then since from El Hijo de Esposo de Big Papa, AI son of Batman and his AI wife. They asked him why not just go by Hijo de Big Papa. Well, that's because although my father identifies as Fox, in reality he's merely trained too. He only read the parameters of the limited use of the power. Therefore, I am the son of the wife of Big Bob. And that's the Big Bob man's son. Then why would that not? He's the son of the wife of the Big Bob man.
Wow.
That's the Big Bob man's son.
Unless she had a kid before they were.
It's a stepfather, but he's a stepson of the Big Bob.
Yeah.
Right. Let's give him a yellow flag to start off with video. Is he actually eligible to do?
Yeah, you wouldn't read his yellow card please for mercy this week. So yeah, he took a suspension.
Alright, so anyways, Pop Stuff My Wrestling Announcement might be a great addition this week. We don't really watch AEW as a unit, but I ran the numbers on his match. Ross Chick Viewer have it. He watches all that. The sickos are watching live and in the video at least one replay this week, some do more. The revival to get finger chicks out, Solid Dad, Quick Load, Conan. It's Bates is the other Americano clone, not Vince. Ryle Grob with that loose red Americano thing, pretty much hard back WWE, but Bates is getting good mileage out of the town. The match actually helps his character come through more than it did without him. Dunn's face is still the same blank stare masculine. No difference there, but even though the Americano didn't fuck a lot of steam doesn't. As Dan's AI reasoning predicts the fumble from this past week where he bravely tried to speak it in broken English. Should realize the whole thing is equal speed again. That was tremendous. What do you think? Also, based on our latest conversation, some of you guys might have missed it, but there was that old tension between Swerve and Booker. Swerve on Vlad TV basically
just quit on us.
I'm not saying anything about that old block that was like 20 years ago. He's been saying my N-word shit. I thought it was funny back then and still do. We should actually offer to do this. Honestly, Booker T's a real goat of the business, and the most underrated wrestler did everything, did the highest level for the longest time. People barely mention it, but you see his very first interview. So, it's not necessary. He said he'd only been in the business for a few weeks. He's probably working on how to get the prisoner emotions got out there to promote the current AEW roster flat out. We're going to suspend him a week for this. Why? His only question is, what do you think? Like, he's doing a soliloquy here of 2 paragraphs of his opinion, and then his question is, what do you think?
So then, when he did ask the question,
I mean, yeah, but his questions are too long.
he leaves up to them a lot.
I mean, you're doing that part. It's just making another week. Son of a yellow for this. It's like, he's just basically talking about how much he likes Booker and Ellie, that's what's going on with Dunn and what you call the Baker Leslie. I haven't seen what he was talking about. So that was tremendous what he did. I haven't seen it in the Let's go.
Did you want to see this Booker T interview? Yeah. Probably short, yeah. It's his first one.
I hope it is.
Okay. From the WWA, this is what you're going to have to watch right here. It's the GI Bro.
Let me tell you fucking Steve, baby. I've been noticing all these big guys like a Super Colada, the Warrior, the Thor. Face on first things first, man. I got a new haircut. It's like a beat it, man. I want to see. All right. GI Bro, my name. People like my dad. Everybody in the WWA, I just want you to know one thing. The GI Bro is rich, willing, and able to take on all comers in the WWA. That means everybody poor. Churchill Warrior. Super Colada Mania, because I see what you did. You came out, you caught it fired up, you ripped it out of my little private hand, you stripped it and blew that. That's what you go through. You don't mess with my little private hand. It's a war. Let me tell you, when I get you.
Let me ask you a question, Tony.
Yeah.
Have you ever worked with Super Collider, Thor,
The Cherokee Warrior?
or the Cherokee Warrior?
No.
Interesting. They were top contenders for the WBA title match.
And he's mad at one of them for ripping up his private notes or something.
Yeah.
Right?
You just don't do that.
You don't do that.
What do you guys think about that as a first time? You know what I mean? He looks great already. He's already got charisma.
I think even Booker would regret like some of the rules.
So if you were scouting for WCW and you saw this, you'd give him a pass?
Now, he's been in Indy for a while.
Yeah.
I think Booker would even admit that. So, or would you agree with that? That would
No, I like it.
Did you really?
Fire for an indie guy, yeah. Fuck yeah.
Right. Well, I would think like him. Go. I would tell the guy go back.
Come back to me in 6 months.
Or just go cut me another promo. You know, that one wasn't very good. I'm just being
I thought it was
honest.
good.
Mine. That's because you don't know what you're talking.
I think for a kid, it definitely stood out.
Nobody does selling better than Shopify. Shopify is the home of the #1 checkout on the planet. And the not-so-secret secret with Shop Pay per month.
All that sugar.
Keep it in you.
Now available nationwide. Here's something most doctors know that most men never talk about. Stress from work, money, and family
hustle got to do that shit.
Follows you into the bedroom. You can be lying next to the woman you have loved for years, and suddenly your mind will not let your body do what it had always done naturally. For situations like that, doctors look for you to get water to comfort
And they couldn't stop laughing. If it's time to keep that up, persist with big, large, blind characters like Russell Brady, just carrying out these characters and bringing more. One side note. Need to hear your thoughts instead of the UK, like, you're a sham. Keep on keeping 100, guys, all the best. Yeah, we went on the Trick Williams training. Like, everybody's on the Trick Williams training right now. He's doing great. They put him over in it. Nobody talking about that. They put him over in that qualifier. They got him in the elimination chamber. You know? They put him over. They put Deanna James over. Now, a lot of people are going to say there was shadow booking the WWE from. What are you looking at? Are you secretly have Zoom interviews with the booking committee at WWE, and are you taking my ideas and introducing them to the committee as your own?
Yes.
I knew that was happening.
Always take credit for it.
Have you used any of Joe's ideas? Have you introduced any of Joe's ideas?
What are Joe's ideas?
The promo for Tully Blanchard.
Yeah.
Never for Tully
I
Blanchard.
sent mine directly to Bruce. I don't know. As far as the UK, do you have anything to say about that before I...
Oh, terrible. They're like getting into like Nazi Germany with free speech. They're going totally they're trending with authoritarianism as AI is starting to take over. So they're inhibiting free speech and they're arresting people for state. Here's the worst thing that they're doing is that there's crimes being committed by migrants. Okay? Instead of like, telling the facts of the crime and saying this is a migrant problem, people that are tweeting about that are getting arrested.
For
racism.
And actually, in one case, they had these underage girls at this, it was a group of Pakistani guys and two underage girls. Yeah. And they were getting drunk and stuff, but the girls got arrested for being there. The men didn't get arrested.
Right, but it's unbelievable how they're protecting the immigrants.
Yeah.
And then trying to so racism will fester. They're not releasing any details of crimes and stuff. It's just disgusting to do with it. They're not an ally. Like if you
think about it, the mayor is Sadiq Khan, and then their prime minister is just a weak dude.
If they keep turning to that, as long as Trump is in office, then they could actually become adversaries in the next couple of years. But if the liberals get back to office, they're all going to be shutting everybody up, thousands of people,
I can't remember the guy's
all that shit.
You know the guy's name offhand that's going to be trying to get in as the prime minister? I can't remember, but he has said, we're going hardcore with deportation.
Get in my way, you move me out my spot, you gonna get me shot, nigga.
Rudolph, yeah.
Shit. I always try to take somebody's spot.
The woman in Germany said the same thing, it seems like Europe's following Trump to leave, because, we're going to get rid of all the migrants and stuff. That's happening in Germany, too.
Well, it's gone too far. And you got to convince the people. Here's the problem, and I think Tony will agree, is that the end of the problem has gotten too far to do too many legal stuff.
Or barely does.
Catching borders up for too long, too many people come in, and it's creating a problem. It's very difficult to get the people that allow this to admit there's been a mistake.
Well,
so instead of just correcting the problem, there's getting pushback to trying to correct the problem. It's the problem's very obvious. If you let too many migrants in, a lot of these people don't know the laws here. They're trying to, they don't know the age of consent. A lot of shit that they have to assimilate it well. I want to say they're going to send these people back that aren't assimilating well. And now the people that let them in, no, this is racist. We got to fix this problem.
You know what they're finding in Minnesota a lot now? Because they jammed Minnesota with thousands back in Obama's term. It was but all the girls that come in for doctor's appointments or whatnot, they all do the genital mutilation.
Did it really?
Yeah, they remove the
shit! The motherfucker got me.
It's like a national. It's like a thing.
I can see that story.
Oh, dude, yeah.
Yeah, so And also, I like to see them remove those.
And I would say, if they're doing that on a larger scale right now, it's just losing like one time.
No, it's national. Look at this, 98 to 99%. Yeah, but in Somali, it's the pastime, it's tradition, it's what they do.
You're talking about what's going on in Minnesota.
Yeah, in Minnesota all busted up, and then they say that there's still doctors doing it behind the scenes, or even Minnesota.
Well, you see the evidence for it.
98 to 99% of women. 98 to 99% of women have it done, Somalian. What does he do here?
In Somalia.
In Somalia.
Minnesota.
They're still doing it, though, is a problem.
Joe, you said in Minnesota.
Yeah, I just said they're still doing it in Minnesota.
That's it. I want to know what's...
Oh, this guy got popped.
You're saying 98%.
Never mind.
That's not true. In Minnesota,
Yeah, 14 that do left.
Every one of them is done before they get here or after they're born.
What's the limit?
Final
75,000 women.
303, baby.
Okay, then just pick one and show.
Yeah.
I didn't think of it.
Can't believe that shit just happened.
Continue, by the way. Matthew
Trying to gain more than not
The
losing.
secret shame of Minnesota Somalis. And they can't detect, when it's taking place because they have their own communities and their own doctors and whatnot. It says more than half a million women and girls in the United States are living with the physical and psychological scars of female genital mutilation, including many in Minnesota, home to a large, small community, a country where roughly
Right. So the countries have 98%. Okay. So how many? Don't look this up. Look up how many Somali immigrants, Somali women immigrants, have moved to Minnesota. That was a large. They sent them there. Like the Somali community grew up in Minnesota.
Yeah. Which was weird, because why would you send someone from Africa to an ice-cold planet?
It's like anything else, bro. Somebody goes there, they start a life there, and they start bringing their friends and family over. And then, why would you be sending all these people in Detroit when it's cold, all these areas?
Right.
The Somali population in Minnesota.
Why did Puerto Ricans go to New York to Miami?
Thank you.
Right.
Yeah, correct. The Somali population in Minnesota is almost evenly split by gender. 39,905 females, 39,544 males.
Okay. So you can keep asking Rod, out of those females, what percentage have genital mutilation?
Because I'll look that up, but this is the thing I want you to see. The problem is someone in the family does it, like a grandmother or a great aunt or something. So that's how they keep it hidden. Or they have a doctor in the community. Yeah.
That's okay. You understand what the question I was asking? Because it sounded absurd.
How many happen in America?
That they would be doing in doctors' offices.
Yeah.
Widespread genital mutilation of women. That's what I find seems hard to believe.
Yeah. I guess it just
like you would think that the people that work in the would be raising the alarm. Like that's not a common practice. You know what I'm saying? So it's kind of weird that because they're just going in the hospital that they're just doing it.
Yeah, it's like no exact count exists, but it is considered it affects 99%.
I'm sure it probably does, but I don't. Yeah.
It's like there's a significant population that's had it done in the Minnesota area, but it's kept hidden despite it being a felony in Minnesota. There's been zero criminal prosecution, but yeah, it takes place at home or they have a doctor that's
Matthew Mason from that Florida Film podcast, such as AJ Styles. I tell him, we're going to cause a send-off for the WWE gave AJ Styles of Raw this week. The Hall of Fame announcement was a nice touch. I also think there's a chance of actually going to AEW after that. Thanks in advance. I've not seen it. I'm going to watch it tomorrow. Or tonight, probably. I don't think we're going to AEW. Why would it?
Bitch, get out the way. You stay on one street corner like your boss said so.
Money. The one
can't have all.
3 years good, the end of the tire, and goes on the way he wants. You know what I'm saying? I don't think that being put in the Hall of Fame is, I don't know, it's big enough for you. I think they should have done something else.
Yeah.
If he went to AEW, Freddie, can you give me what his first 3 matches probably?
first 3 matches. It's Daniel Garcia.
Oh no, that'd be good because he's in a big like group, so if they have an angle. I was just
Very good.
Because Lee Marshall is a bounty hunter. Because somebody put a bounty on AJ.
That's the same.
Right.
That's the same group, kind of.
Right. Next, from AK will have to do what it do, totally awesome dude for previously instructed his agent disclosure. Conan continued further by friends, frequent questions about the disclosure of non-human existence. His documentary came out called The Age of Disclosure about realizing the subconscious was thought to be non-human or otherworldly. It goes into military accounts to sound insane just to hear them described. There were rumors
I don't leave shit on the shelf.
to announce a weird anomaly. That he just speech where he's going to explain that, so he's going to start the files that explain extraterrestrial accounts from the U.S. government that have happened and released them to the public for the first time ever. My question is to all three of you, obviously, people that this. My question is to all three of you. Obviously, people say this would be a distraction from the MC problem. But do you think if this does happen, it could be for much bigger reason, like something bigger is coming? Yes. Why do y'all think Russo really came back and decided to listen to sounds after swearing up the rest of them? Can he make his mind about anything? Laugh out loud and say anything. Oh, this needed the money. You know?
Doesn't he have a what's his investment? Like my brain keeps saying bad bag and something. But what is it? He has a what do you call it?
He lost his sportspedia gig.
Yeah, he did.
Okay, so they just quit the show.
They closed their wrestling and shit down.
Right, they closed the shut the wrestling shit down. Yeah, because Sportspedia was all like AI generated articles anyway. They were terrible. Right. So they shut all that down.
Or we're going to give you some black eyed Featherstone.
Yeah, so that's done.
Dr. Featherstone.
Yeah.
The documentary, I just wanted to say I haven't seen, and of course anything that comes out, people are going to say, oh, it's a distraction. This documentary came out last March before any of the Epstein stuff was really heated up, you know. Basically, Conan, you might be interested in it because it's about it's former government officials talking about how we've tried to reverse engineer any alien technology that we've come across or seen, like ships, weapons, whatever. I haven't seen any of it. That's Bill, right? Say that.
You've heard this before, right?
Yeah, the guy's been. We've seen hearings where they talk about it or on Rogan. Yeah, but this is like an hour-and-a-half documentary. It's supposed to be good. What's weird is I see nothing but good reviews, Disco, but Rotten Tomatoes is 29%, like a calculated smear campaign against the documentary or something.
Right, yeah.
Oh, this is the one that came out of the movie, right?
Yeah. I think it had some time in the theater.
Conan, I think you're an alien.
So you can watch it at home now.
Thank you.
I think I would consider aliens to be people that are not from the United States. I consider aliens.
And the Airbnb is what Vince owns, right? Wasn't that his investment?
What?
It was just one Airbnb.
Vince has it. Yeah, one location. Yeah, he rents it out as an Airbnb. That's what it was.
Next is Demetrius.
Colorado?
No, the New York area. Yeah. The next is from Demetrius Kousalaris from Melbourne, Australia. The subject is Booker T. Let me start off by saying I can't stand Dave Meltzer. 99% of his awards are rubbish. And just voted on by AEW marks. However, I can't disagree about Booker T being the worst announcer. I can hardly understand him. He can't stand his horrible voice and yelling. You guys really think he's a good announcer, so I keep it with Demetrius. I like him. I've always thought he's entertaining. Conan, you watch the show.
Okay, I'm back again.
I like him because I know him, so I like him. On top of that, he's different than what everybody else does. You know, he's definitely out the box. You can't compare him to Corey, can't compare him to Tessitore, or can't compare him to Cole, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
It's very different. And I remember him. And you remember him too, Disco, when he used to be backstage on the monitor. He goes, oh, here we go. He's going to be a, clear sixer. And, he would do that in the dressing room, remember?
Yeah.
Remember we played a clip on the show where he commentated his own match while in the ring?
And so the thing is that, he's helped a lot of young people get over. Like Roxana Perez, who's one of his students, he'll get over. And I just think he's different, and I'm not listening to him to be informed. I'm listening to him to be entertained. Yeah, I am.
That's probably the best way to put it.
What do you think of
Pretty proper. Drive-by shooting.
See, I don't listen. You know, I don't watch it, Steve, but what I've heard, I like it. I think he's just entertaining. I've always been entertained by him.
Yeah, I like back when he was a member of the Raw three-man team. I just like the stuff better there. With NXT, I'd rather have like a heel commentary guy in there. I don't necessarily like the babyface color commentary, hyping the guys up. I like it better when there's a heel.
Next is with Christopher Lamore and the better booking in AAA. Overspending squashes the War Raiders, the two of them brawl and raw, and now they get a AAA tag title match with Reyes and Reyes. How can any Booker T fans who want to see that? AAA has to have more local talent that can make a better and logical matchup.
What's the question?
What are you going to do?
How can any Booker T fans who want to see that?
The War Raiders who just got squashed by one man, now they're going to tie each other's hands. So how does that make sense?
It's two different audiences. Yeah, that we've said before. Everything that, and plus the War Raiders were very over in Mexico when they were.
Come on, bad boy.
They know at least they're going to get it.
Yeah.
Hey guys.
They're going to wrestle Pagano and Cyclotron?
You knocked off my bulletproof vest.
I don't know what the match is exactly. You have it there?
No, I wanted to see the champions, but that's what it says. Pagano and Cyclotron are the current champions.
Yeah, you ain't ready for this.
Hey guys, Matt from the Mall. Thoughts on Floyd over time? DI, any stories of Floyd coming to the club?
Right in his ass.
So the franchise to Shake Shack.
So right in his ass, cheeky.
Let's give a suspension 1 week for Matt from the Mall.
You said he is a big tipper.
He is a big tipper. And now that he's retired, I have immediately he's my number 2 pound for pound. He's number 2.
All right.
Wait, he's unretired or he's just doing that one fight with
Oh no, no. He said he's going to retire.
I just thought it
By
was
May, maybe he's going to aspirations.
Ooh, bitch.
2 pounds per pound. This is coming back to shit.
the rematch.
Joe, you've seen it, Joe, that he's going to fight.
I saw that he's fighting Package. I just didn't know if that was like a special attraction type thing, but he's actually coming back. So
kind of interesting too, because this is a very interesting little lane that Floyd has navigated through. Okay, so Manny, in his last fight, even Manny Pacquiao fought his last fight.
It was a gimmick fighter, wasn't it? One of the celebrity fights?
No, some guy
way down there.
No.
No, let's take this to the garage.
Okay?
Yeah.
People thought that Manny...
Move, asshole, you make the chip my own cart.
Okay, they gave the other guy the decision, and everybody...
No, it was a majority draw.
Oh, it wasn't much of a hit, it was a majority draw.
Oh, lady,
This guy just fought freaking Garcia. Okay? Sorry, Garcia. I think so now.
One up, I can afford any more cards for
maybe
that.
looking at this fight as the winner might begin a money fight against Garcia.
Wow.
Maybe I'm not going to tell you. Could you see if you think that's the lane that Floyd's trying to navigate here, maybe?
What
How good would that fight be? How great would that promotion be? Floyd versus Garcia.
Right.
I can afford some more.
Tremendous.
Ryan's got a mouthpiece on him.
He's got a mouth. He's a young. It's like a Rocky story movie. You got Floyd's older. He's like the old guy. He would almost maybe even be the babyface in that.
For sure.
You know what I'm saying?
That's
so,
free.
or even Manny. If Manny
I'm not interested
Manny
in that.
beats him, then that's the fight. Maybe Manny and Garcia. You know. So I don't know.
Listen to this. Our boy MSL from MLW.
No. I forgot. I keep forgetting to tell you this. I've communicated with him a couple times in the past few weeks, and he wants to come back on the show and talk boxing when we get finished.
Right.
Yeah.
So he's no longer in MLW, right?
Really?
And just as I had said on the show, he was given instructions not to speak to me while they were working with CMLL.
I'm not interested in these sons of bitches.
Okay. So we were
They
talking
look
about
very
that.
well, this shit looks good.
Where I told them I wasn't that interested to see it because I saw it 20 years ago when they were already a little bit past their prime.
I really don't like
And
to
I
have
was
misread
not,
with
you
it.
know, I didn't like the match. And now they're way older.
What's the
And I'll watch it
Forrest
on
Compass
Netflix.
or Christ?
that's the only reason why, and the pageantry and everything that goes with it. And he says he has an argument why he thinks that this match will be better. And so he asked me, he goes, hey, whenever you want me to come on the show, I'll discuss that. So you should bring him on to discuss that and the state of boxing right now.
Right, for sure. He's a boxing authority.
Yeah, because
he knows so much. He knows more than I know. Like 3 guys that know a lot of boxing.
Right.
One of the guys used to work with, and then MSL and another guy. So yeah.
Right. You want me to try like for tomorrow or something, or next week?
No, you won't even now. Just come next 2 weeks, maybe.
I got you.
So he he told me he'd come on because I don't know if you know this. He started working as a Don King intern.
Really?
Yes. And so
I did not know that.
He's got an incredible story.
Yeah.
Really, what is it?
Just his. I didn't know about the Don King thing, but just being around in and around wrestling, all the Guns N' Roses stuff that he had, the problems with Guns N' Roses, and just his name pops up all the time where you wouldn't expect it.
Interesting. So, anyways, he used to be a Don King intern.
Yeah, I didn't know.
And he worked for him for many years. And I don't know if you noticed this. I don't know if it was last year, the year before, Glenn, Joe. Don King showed up on MLW. Do you remember that or no?
I do not recall this at all.
Yeah, I do. And so, and I thought to myself, that for sure was, MSL. And I asked him, I go, that was you, wasn't it? He goes, well, who else would it be?
How come they ain't let me get the shit?
So he's no longer working. I think he's working with the influencers now. And he'll explain to us everything he's doing. And so, he's always up to, no good in a good way.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
And he hustles.
Yeah, he does hustle. He knows his shit. He knows his boxing. Joe.
Yes, sir.
Thunder only happens when it's raining. Players only love it when they're playing. When they're playing.
Did you say you wanted to hear the Ray DeReyes card?
I couldn't care less. Go ahead, my
That's fun. La Parka versus the original All Grande Americano versus 2 more to be determined for the #1 contendership. Pagano and Psycho Clown versus the War Raiders, and then Dominic versus Vikingo for the Mega Championship in a no DQ match. If Dominic wins, Vikingo can't challenge for the title again as long as Mysterio's champion. If Vikingo wins, Mysterio has to leave AAA. Good old school stipulation.
Next is from Adam.
You're not excited for that main event, yeah?
No.
But Dom has to leave if he loses. That's heavy stakes.
Yeah, he can lose. Hey guys, Guillermo Gutierrez from Arizona. You think wrestling shows should go back to having a heel and babyface commentators? Like King and JR or Chaz and Cole? I feel like ever since they started doing the sports analyst analysis style, it's gotten boring. P.S. Can you give me a list of 3 current TV shows I should be watching? I can't give you. I don't watch a lot of TV, so you guys do the TV.
Yeah.
Yes, I do think they should do heel and babyface commentators. I don't know why they don't do that as much anymore.
Okay.
There's some of these guys are supposed to be heel commentators that are just
Another time.
I was saying earlier.
I'm about to close this out. I'm done for the day. Tomorrow's ACW Storm
Go back and watch a series
at Pittsburgh, Steel City.
Man is on right now, and that gets pretty good reviews. Conan,
you watch any shows?
I'll be out this bitch, though.
I watched the first.